Hello and welcome to my track guide to Mugello. So, this is one of the fastest laps that I did at the weekend, and I'm gonna give a little insight into how I did it. So, let's get going. So, into the final corner, you want to really use a double apex. So, I let's slow it down a bit. I kind of completely missed the first one. You kind of want to be getting around here and then letting the car go out wide so we can bring it back in and hit the apex uh, over there somewhere to get on the gas as early as possible. So, and you can see through that bit, we trail braked into it, and then we're on the gas, just half gas, all as until we can get onto full amount of gas, which is right here. Once the car gets a bit straighter, we don't want to spin the car. And then we have a very long straight. So let's go a little bit faster there. Okay, here we're braking. I like to brake, let's see, just after where the road gets a bit darker. So you can see you're on the gas and then braking here. So full brakes, full brakes, full brakes. And then we blend off the brakes just a bit before the end. We do pretty much all the braking before we start turning. And we can see that by going into the car. And now we're to a tiny bit of trail braking and then feathering the gas all the way around. We want to stay super close to the inside here because we're compromising the exit for this S-turn coming up. Go over to the right, and then we brake very hard and aim towards the apex very quickly, so we're turning in already, and then we'll do a tiny amount of braking at the apex, or just before the apex there. So here we can get onto the gas, and we're in a straight line heading right along the left side, and then we can get off the gas and turn in, and we've shifted up early so we can get onto some gas before and prevent the wheel spin before we can get to the exit. Carrying on, let's go over to the right here, brake very high in a straight line just about here, and then again you'll see the brakes amount, it will go down to just a very small amount of braking through the corner. So hard on the brakes and no brakes there. Okay, I was wrong. Essentially the main important thing to see here is how much we're trying to compromise the exit and get over to this left side of the track before turning into the right-hander. Brake just after the curve starts a bit, but then yeah, try to hit this apex again, getting very far over to the right here. Little dab of brakes just to keep the car close to the apex. Let's step back a bit. So here we want to get over to the left and really quickly point it back right because we want to be aiming to this apex and aim to be getting an early apex here. And we can do that by having a tiny amount of brake. So let's see. So we start to turn in, and a tiny amount of brake is going to help us get to that apex. And then when we get a bit further around, yeah, now we can start going on the gas, and we have enough room on the outside that we can just keep it planted. And then here, a tiny amount of brake. Again, turn in early because we want to hug that inside of the corner for a little while. Tiny amount of brake there. And now we can get on the gas. Probably could have gone a bit earlier there. Lost a bit of time. Here, shift up to fourth and then quick 2 downshifts on the brakes, and then we can turn in. And you can see just a tiny bit of trail braking after the main braking. Here, compromise the exit a lot, and careful on the throttle. I like this shifting up a gear halfway through the corner. So if we had not done that, it's possible that we would have lost the back of the car. So shifting up early reduces the power and still allows you to stay on the gas. So we're still accelerating with less risk of spinning out. This corner is pretty tricky. I get very far to the left and then aim right very early, almost cutting the corner to begin with, because we want to get a double apex. So we want to get on that, hit the apex very early, get out to the outside of the corner, and then turn and try and get on the throttle as much as possible. But you'll see here, there's about half gas all the way around to there. And now the car's straight, now we can get on the gas. Here we're getting onto the curb on the right because we need to get a very good angle for this chicane. Off the gas there, so as we don't go too far in the exit here. And then here again, braking late, trying to get that double apex again, and get the car turned and get on the gas. And you'll see this lap was a 2:05.7, so it's pretty good. If you have any more questions, please send them to me. I'm sure I missed something out that could be interesting, but yeah, thank you very much.